Hi everyone, welcome to this session. Let me start by introducing myself. My name is Nasif KPO. I head marketing at a company called Econ Systems, which is into designing, manufacturing, and supplying embedded and industrial cameras. First of all, I would like to thank IM community for giving me this opportunity to talk to budding business professionals. The topic of today's discussion is 5 steps to make it big as a B2B marketer early in your career. Before we even get into the 5 steps, let me start with what is B2B marketing? And the best way to do it is by comparing it with B2C marketing. And why is it important? Because for you to comprehend, for you to appreciate the 5 steps that I'm going to be talking about today, you need to have a good understanding of what B2B marketing is along 4 different dimensions, which are targeting, communication, engagement, and decision making. When it comes to targeting in B2B, you target companies or accounts by using a combination of firmographic as well as demographic criteria. Firmographic criteria such as industry, geo, revenue, employee size, etc. And demographic criteria such as job title, job function, etc. When it comes to B2C, you target your prospects basis demographic criteria such as age, gender, personal interests, hobbies, etc. When it comes to communication, in B2B, it is all about how your business and how your products can make a difference to your prospects, business position, or professional life. Whereas in B2C, it's all about making a difference to your customers or prospects' personal life. In engagement, in B2B, typically you see all 3 types of engagement, which are one-to-one, one-to-few, and one-to-many. Whereas in B2C, most of the times it is one-to-many, even though one-to-one communication is possible using the technique of personalization. When it comes to decision making in B2B, that is usually a rigorous process. There are multiple stakeholders involved. There are various stages of evaluation, and the decision making cycles are longer. Whereas in B2C, you have much shorter decision making cycles. So that said, let me get right away into the 5 steps for you to excel as a B2B marketer. The very first step to doing that is to identify and define your B2B marketing goal. 4 years, 5 years down the line, or 10 years down the line, what is it that you want to become? And to do this, to know this, you need to look at 2 parameters, which are passion and skill. Is social media marketing something that excites you? Is content marketing something that you want to do for the rest of your life, or at least for the next 4 or 5 years? That is passion. Skills, when it comes to skills, it doesn't really require you to have all the necessary skills today, but it could be that you could potentially develop or improve those skills over time. And if you're passionate about something, learning new skills will become much easier. Now, many times what happens is you don't get the choice or opportunity to pick a domain that you are interested in. What do you do in that case? That takes me to the second step. You have to become an expert in your domain. And this is not true just not when you are not given an opportunity to pick a domain of your choice. Even when you get to work in an area that you are interested in, you are excited about, you have to become an expert in that domain. You have to learn things as fast as possible in the shortest time frame possible. And you have to become an authority in that domain within your team or within your organization. And this helps build confidence and credibility. Now, is it enough for you to be an expert in your own domain and learn only that? Definitely not. You have to develop a decent understanding of other domains within marketing as well if you have to become a successful B2B marketer in the long run. And why is it important? Let me give you an example. Let's say you are managing social media marketing for your company and you have been asked to target certain set of accounts in LinkedIn. There could be someone else in the team who is using a different technique to target the same set of accounts. Let's say account based marketing using a tool like, for example, Demandbase. So you need to understand how ABM or account based marketing works, how both of you can work together, can complement each other to design an outreach strategy that is more effective, or that do not overlap with each other. So there are broadly 5 or 6 areas that you need to understand, bare minimum, for you to be comfortable with the entire spectrum of B2B marketing. One is social media, that helps you generate leads, that helps you build your brand. And content is very critical because you use content in almost every marketing channel that you have, be it in social media, email, website, marketing collaterals, everything. Lead generation is becoming more and more important because marketing teams or business models are moving more towards a lead gen based model. And there are multiple techniques of lead generation. You don't have to be an expert in everything, but you need to have some basic knowledge in all of those techniques. Website is important because that forms the face of your company, that creates the first impression about your business. And search engine optimization, or SEO, is a technique using which you will be able to bring more visitors to your website. So both go hand in hand. Email, even after a lot of new lead gen channels evolving nowadays, it still remains as one of the most powerful lead generation and brand awareness techniques. So you need to understand how email marketing works. Last but not the least is analytics, which cuts across almost all the marketing functions. And analytics helps you derive actionable insights using the marketing data you have. Now, you know that you have to have an overall understanding of how B2B marketing works, become an expert in your domain. But how do you develop that overall understanding? The best way to do it is to learn the marketing tech stack, and or understand the marketing tech stack. Marketing tech stack is a combination or a host of tools and platforms that you use to achieve your marketing goals across all the marketing functions. And here I've given 15 different categories, in which I've given 1 or 2 examples for each of them. And this is not an exhaustive list. Even the 15 categories are not exhaustive. This is just for you to have a basic understanding so that you can explore more on this. Starting with CRM, or customer relationship management platforms. They help you manage your leads, manage your customer touch points, and manage your deal wins or product purchases, etc. And Salesforce is one of the most popular CRM platforms. Marketing automation tools help automate some of the marketing activities, such as email campaigns, lead scoring, managing your marketing collaterals, etc. Website SEO and CMS, it's a very vast area. I've just given 2 examples here. First one is SEMrush, which is a search engine optimization tool. Second one is WordPress, which is a content management system, or CMS. A CMS helps you manage your website content, such as PDFs, website pages, videos. It helps you make changes to website very fast, etc. In market research, one of the key activities is building accounts and contact lists that you want to target, and ZoomInfo is a database that will help you do that. And when it comes to advertising, Google AdWords is one of the most common platforms that every business uses. And depending on the industry and domain that you are in, you might go for various other platforms as well. Account-based marketing is a technique using which you can target a set of accounts based on different criteria, such as firmographic criteria. You could also target accounts using intent intelligence or intent data. Both 6sense and Demandbase, the tools that you see in the account-based marketing and intent intelligence categories, are intent intelligence as well as account-based marketing tools. So they help you target accounts based on intent data as well. What is intent? Intent tells you what kind of content your prospects are consuming on the web related to the products or services that your company is offering. So both 6sense and Demandbase, as I said, are intent intelligence as well as ABM platforms. You know about social media. Let's move to personalization. Personalization is a technique that will help you serve dynamic content based on the various parameters of your of the prospect that you want to reach out to. And the most common type of personalization, or one of the most common types of personalization, is website personalization, wherein you can serve dynamic content to a website visitor depending on where he or she is coming from, the geography, the company, etc. Lead gen automation is a new model that is evolving, wherein you define certain set of parameters and the outreach happens automatically based on the parameters you have defined. You would have defined the target criteria, the content templates, etc. And the outreach could happen through channels like email, LinkedIn, etc. And Growbots is a tool that will help you do that. Chat is pretty straightforward. Chat tools are used to respond to queries of people visiting your website, and Zendesk is a tool that will help you do that. Webinar is one of the best ways to exhibit thought leadership. You could use platforms like GoToWebinar, Zoom Webinar, Zoho Meeting, etc. to conduct webinars. Analytics and dashboarding, you can do this pretty much with an Excel, but if you want to do some advanced dashboarding or analytics, you could go with a tool like Tableau or Power BI. In design, I have given two examples. One is Adobe Premiere Pro, which is a video editing tool. Second is Adobe Illustrator, which is a graphic design tool. We already spoke about demand base or intent intelligence. Last category is content curation. Content curation is a technique that will help you come up with content ideas and find content related to those ideas and distribute and share those pieces of content across multiple platforms such as social media, uh, and other networks that you have. And Scoopit is a platform that will help you do that. So I hope this gives you an overall understanding of the different kind of tools that you need to use to achieve your marketing goals. Now, is it really enough for you to know all these things? If you want to become a B2B marketing leader or excel in your B2B marketing domain? No. You also have to develop a strategic mindset. So this is my last step. And why is it important? Because you, over the long run, if you have to succeed, you can't just remain an executor. You have to become a strategic person. You have to become a thinker rather than a doer. And when we talk about marketing strategy, I believe there are three different buckets. One is your marketing goals, second is your marketing activities, and third is the business output or the business value. And when it comes to marketing goals, there are predominantly three goals. One is to create or improve brand awareness. Second is demand generation or generating quality leads for the business. And third is anchoring all promotional activities. And to achieve these goals, you could leverage the marketing tech stack and all the marketing channels you have in various different ways. And what is the output? The output is creating business value, is improved brand image, brand perception, brand value, etc. And of course, you contribute to new business by generating qualified leads. So that covers my 5 steps to becoming a successful B2B marketer early in your career. If you have any further questions, please feel free to reach out to me over LinkedIn. You could also follow me on Twitter. It was a pleasure delivering the session. Thank you.